Give a
Picture this.
shit
You're
what
walking
people
through a
say.
crowded
I never
airport,
did, I never
vaccinated,
do. I told you
confident,
before if I was
planning
the
a trip
shit, I'm
you've
telling you
dreamed
right
about
now,
for
the
months.
shit. What
2
people
weeks
say
later,
does not
you've
matter
got
to
a
me
fever,
because whatever
a
you do
brutal
in
rash,
life, good
the
or
doctor
bad, there's
says
always
it's
going to be
measles.
somebody.
I was
But
still
I
a
was
kid with a
vaccinated
dream,
as a
and I
kid.
believed
That's
in
what
himself.
hundreds of
For
people
many
said
times I
in
was laughed at and not
2025
believed in, but
before
you know
landing
what?
in the
Nothing
hospital.
external
Most
can
people
defeat
think
the
measles is
internal.
just
The
a
only thing that
mild
can take someone
childhood
down or
illness
break you down
or
is
a relative
internal.
passed.
Nothing
But in
external is strong enough.
2025,
It's just about
over
making
1,000
sure your
Americans
internal
have
dialogue
already
and your
been
internal
infected.
belief in yourself is
And
strong
here's
enough
what
that it can
really makes
withstand
me
the
nervous.
external.
Some
The
of
external
them
is
are
there.
vaccinated.
You've got to accept
So
it.
why
You've
is
got
this
to embrace
happening?
it. You've got to understand it and
Who's
be
truly
aware of it. But
protected and
don't
whose
let
think
it
they
seep
are? In this video,
into your
we'll break
internal
down the real
dialogue.
story
If you
of
can
measles
see it here
comeback,
and you
the
have the
surprising
courage
risks for
enough to
adults,
speak it,
and what
it
you
will
can
happen.
do,
So
even if you
I
were
see
vaccinated
these shots,
decades ago.
I see
Stick
these
around,
sequences,
because what you learn
and I
in the
don't
next
shy
2
away
minutes
from them.
can protect
A lot of
you,
times
your
people
family,
believe in
and
certain
thousands of
things, but
others.
they keep to themselves.
We tend to picture
They
measles
don't
as
put
a
it out
rash,
there.
a fever,
You truly
maybe
believe
a few
in it.
missed school
If you
days.
become
But the
vocal
truth,
with it,
measles is a beast.
you are creating
It's one
that
of the
law
most
of attraction,
contagious
and it
viruses
will
on Earth. One
become
person
reality.
can infect
Confidence
up to
grows
18
through
others.
work
More than
ethic,
COVID, flu, or
through
even
seeing
Ebola.
what's happening
It spreads
around
through
you,
the air.
and that's it.
You
I put
don't
the
need to
work in,
touch
and
anyone.
it's
If
paying
someone
off,
with
and I
measles
truly believe that
coughs
my
in a
work
room and leaves,
is the
that
correct
virus
work.
can still
What I'm
infect
doing is
someone
correct.
2
I
hours
celebrate
later.
my surroundings. I
Complications,
believe in my team. I always
pneumonia,
did.
brain
I don't
swelling,
see another
blindness,
successful team and
permanent
run
hearing
to that
loss.
and be like, this is where I need to be for the best sparring.
public
I
health
never felt like that. I
emergency
believed in my
This year,
surroundings from day
measles
one,
cases in the
and then
US
it
have
just
tripled.
grew, and my
As of
confidence
today,
grew.
1,024 confirmed cases. And here's the breakdown. Under 5 years, 303 cases, 30%. 5 to 19 years, 388 cases, 38%. Adults over 20, 325 cases, 32%. Even more disturbing, the majority are unvaccinated, but not all. 2% of infected people had both MMR doses. That might sound small, but for a fully vaccinated group, that's not zero risk. Let's be clear, the MMR vaccine works. 1 dose, 93% effective. 2 doses, 97% effective. But no vaccine is 100%. And for measles, even that 3% failure rate matters. Especially in airports, crowded schools, concerts, or international travel. Some people's immune systems never mount a full response. Others lose some immunity over decades. And then there are those who thought they had 2 doses, but never did. If you were born before 1989, when 2-dose MMR became standard, you might have only gotten 1. And in today's world, that may not be enough. Travel is one of the biggest ways measles spreads. Planes, airports, bus terminals, resorts. Perfect storm conditions for a virus that floats in the air. The CDC advises, get vaccinated at least 2 weeks before travel. Carry proof of MMR status, and know which countries are high risk. Even if you're staying domestic, airports themselves are risk zones. One unvaccinated traveler equals dozens of potential cases. Take Jennifer, for example, a 38-year-old nurse from New Jersey. She had 1 MMR dose as a child and never thought much of it. But during a mission trip to Eastern Europe, she was unknowingly exposed to measles at a local clinic. By the time she returned home, she had a 103-degree fever and a spreading rash. She ended up isolated in a hospital ward for a disease she thought she was safe from. The worst part? She unknowingly exposed 2 elderly patients before symptoms appeared. It's not enough to say, I got my shots. Here's who counts as protected. 2 documented MMR doses, or lab-confirmed immunity, or past lab-confirmed measles infection, or born before 1957, likely natural immunity. But if you were born after 1957 and you only had 1 shot, you might need another. This applies especially to international travelers, healthcare workers, college students or dorm residents, and anyone in outbreak zones. For high-risk adults, the CDC now recommends 2 MMR doses, 28 days apart. Antibodies start forming within days, but full immunity takes 2 to 3 weeks. That's why timing matters. If you're leaving for a trip in 5 days, it's too late for full protection. Book your shot early, especially before international travel. If you suspect measles, fever, rash, cough, runny nose, red eyes, here's what to do. Stay home for at least 4 days after the rash appears. Avoid contact with anyone unvaccinated. Cough or sneeze into your elbow, not your hands. Disinfect doorknobs, phones, remotes. Don't share food, drinks, towels, or utensils. Call your doctor before visiting so they can prepare and protect others. Measles spreads before the rash appears and long after the fever fades. That makes early isolation absolutely critical. There's no single reason measles is back, but a few major culprits: vaccine misinformation, pandemic-related disruptions to childhood vaccination schedules, increased international travel, and community vaccine coverage dropping just a few percentage points below safe levels. Here's a flash fact. When 95% or more of a community is vaccinated, outbreaks collapse, but drop to 88 to 90%? That's all measles needs to explode. Let's summarize what you now know. Measles isn't mild, it can be deadly. Some cases are vaccinated adults. Travel increases risk. Even in the US, one dose might not be enough if you're born after 1957. Protection takes 2 to 3 weeks, so plan ahead. And yes, you can still get sick even if you did everything right. We beat measles before. In fact, it was declared eliminated in the US back in 2000, but now it's making a quiet comeback. One flight, one dorm room, one daycare at a time. You don't need to panic, but you do need to check your records. If you're unsure, talk to your doctor. If you're traveling, get your shot. And if this video made you think, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because the only thing more contagious than measles is good information. Stay smart, stay safe, and double check that vaccine card.